Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Cage Boy 83 coming at you with some more Paragon gameplay over live stream. This is going to be my newbie tip and trick video to help try to explain what play style or how I guess you should go about laning and jungling in Paragon. Now, I know there's a lot of videos out there already explaining this, but I don't think they go into enough detail for the people that are not experienced in a MOBA, who've never played a MOBA, never picked one up, and don't understand what is actually going on. So what ends up happening is, especially when you go pugging in PvP lobbies, you get people that just ass blast 9,000 in front of the entire team. They don't set up on their lanes correctly. They overstep the invisible line, which I'll be showing in this video whenever, oh, woo, bless me, whenever the game actually starts. And they end up getting ganked and they end up feeding the enemy team constantly, and then it just turns into a bad time for everybody else. People want to surrender early as soon as the 20-minute mark hits, and yeah, it's just not a fun environment. So this is not for the people that are trolling, of course, who just do this shit on purpose, and their enjoyment out of life is for everyone else to have a bad time because their life sucks. I ain't got time for that shit, so this ain't for them. If you're actually new and you're struggling and you really want to become better at this game, then this video will be for you. And like I said, whenever we can get one started up. And for this particular video, I probably will be going in here with Sparrow if nobody else chooses her. If not, I will go with some other type of ranger, whether it be Grim, Murdoch. Either way, the playstyle is still going to remain the same, and it's still going to be good for the newer player. Now, these characters, these ranger characters, we go in here to this profile and we look at our heroes. You're going to see them here. You have, starting off first with Grim. You have Sparrow, you have Twin Blast, and of course you have Murdoch. Murdoch is going to be the easier of the characters. As you can see, his mode is easy up there. But the thing about Murdoch is that he doesn't have a lot of AoE damage to help him out. He does have a shotgun that does shoot in a cone in front of him, but it's not nearly as crowd controlling as, say, Arrow's rain of arrows that she has, or Sparrow's rain of arrows that she has. One of the better AoE crowd controlling attacks. Also, Gideon is good also for crowd controlling, as he has the meteors that fall from the sky in an AoE, and he can spam them quite often depending if you spec into cooldown reduction or not. But yeah, any of these guys that have an AoE control would be, I will behoove you to put at least one card in the cooldown reduction, but you don't have to. Most everybody now in the meta seems to just stack damage on any character. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. I've seen Muriels out there just with full damage stacks on their cards. That's how messed up the meta is right now. Everybody is just stacking damage. Nobody gives a shit about mitigation. Nobody cares about armor or any of that. It's just damage, 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 damage. That's it. And speaking of, I do have to fix one thing in Sparrow's deck, because as you can see here, I've got some damage on her as well. But I'm using two thorned green weaves, which I'm probably going to switch out and end up using a tempered plate in one of their places. We're going to take off this one, and then we're going to put some physical defense on her. And actually, I'm going to go with the bright steel plate, just for the simple fact that it gives me a 6% crit chance on top of the physical armor. And for your defenses, for any type of armor that you put on, it behoove you to use an armor that gives you an extra damaging type buff on top of the armor that it gives. You look at Thorn Greenweave, it gives me energy armor, and it also gives me physical damage of 7.6. So any of those types of armors are going to benefit you greatly. We're going to go ahead and throw on, we didn't want that, throw on 1 major wound and 2 guards. So that'll help out with the damage of crit chance, and it's going to actually give me a little bit more resistance to physical for anybody that wants to run up and try to bash on me in the face with my squishy ass Sparrow. Also, while we're sitting here waiting, I might as well go ahead and try to build myself a Grim deck. I'm gonna go with the Archmagus because he is energy damage. We'll use that. We'll use a guard token, a cast token. We'll go ahead and grab. I'm not gonna use the harvester key because I actually have a key that I prefer over that one. I'm gonna do mana potion. Let's see. Throw on my blood-soaked armor. I really do like that card. But it seems like people are ready, so we're going to come back to that after this game. And hopefully... Oh, I'm first pick, so here we go. Sparrow. Nice. Lock her in. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them right off the bat, I'm going left lane and I'm going Ranger. This is a pretty balanced team. We've got a Ranger, we've got the support. We've actually got 2 supports. If you think of Howitzer as one, he can, depending on how he's got him spec'd, he can do a lot of damage, or he can really support and help push a lane or keep people from pushing a lane. Howitzer is really good at that. But we're not here to talk about Howitzer. We're here to talk about Sparrow and lane mechanics. Now, one thing about Sparrow, Sparrow is not a jungler. I may end up dipping in and out of the jungle every once in a while, depending on how heavy things get in the middle lane, because those will be the 2 lanes I'm focused on, is left and middle, and the jungle in between. So if there's ganks pushing up, or if anything like that is starting to happen, I can kind of throw down a hail of arrows and stop that advance, maybe. Since we're playing against the AI, 9 times out of 10 it's going to stop the advance. PvP, not so much. People just really kind of disregard your shit. So of course we're going to start off with Hail of Arrows as my upgrade. Go ahead and start this off with some energy. I always like to start off with the Thorn Greenweave. 9 times out of 10 the person that I'm going to run into over here is going to be a Ranger that uses energy damage. That's at least what I found out playing against the AI. The energy characters always like to come and fuck with Sparrow, so we're going to see what happens here. But I can guarantee you there's going to be a ranged. Now, the invisible line I'm talking about is this line right in this area. if the game started, you've got minions pushing from both sides. You do not want to be on top of this. See what happens? See how they're already coming here to try to gank? So I'm just going to back up. Back into my tower where it's safe. Go ahead and push these guys back. Hit them with a hail of arrows. And with Gideon here, we can actually push these guys up pretty good. And might be able to get a kill off even. Now that's what you don't want to do. You see what that Gideon did? How he went and chased him down? Now granted, he might have gotten that kill. But in PvP, there would have been guaranteed someone to come up behind him and try to fuck him up. That's a guarantee. And now I'm going to keep myself looking down this way because we don't want to get ganked. Go ahead and add on my Relentless. Because that's one thing. Now I'm going to let him push the tower. I'm going to watch out for the gank in the back.
An enemy tower is under attack.
He can push that tower solo. He's fine. I don't have to worry about going up there to assist him right now. I can just kind of watch the gank. You've got a Richter coming straight at him. Hopefully he gets out of there before Richter starts doing too much damage to him. Hopefully he's not stupid. And if he's smart, he'll bring Richter back up to where I am so I can actually hit him. I'm gonna let him go ahead and do his thing. See, no point in being selfish. No point in sitting there and trying to gank other people's kills. If they've got the kill secured, let them secure the kill. Keep on going about your business. And now I'm gonna still steadily sit back here because he's going for the tower. And I'm going to make sure he doesn't get ganked from the bottom because this is what usually happens. People see him. And in PvP, there would have been guaranteed somebody coming up here already to go ahead and gank him. That would have been a death. Now we've got 3. Gideon is just going off up here, and that's fine. See, I'm not here to steal his kills. I'm just here to kind of support him. He's going to push up. Now I'm going to push up a little bit. Make sure they don't try to come out there and do anything crazy. Back off. That Decker is going to go back to her base if she's smart. But then again, I don't know. She doesn't seem like she's going to be smart about it. She should have definitely took back off and went home. Alright, now I see that one. She's gone over down to the right-hand side. She's going to try to come up for the gank. And I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to kind of just chill. I've got my level 5. And I'm going to go back to the base and equip some more things on my card. Let's go ahead and throw on the Major Strike and another Barrier Guard.
Dominating.
Gadget's making some good progress on the right-hand lane. And now I'm going to push up with the bots and try to hit this tower zone. Right there, what I did was kind of reckless. I accidentally hit Richter with my shot, so you got to be careful when it comes to doing that. Richter realizes, oh shit, those arrows hurt. I'm gonna back up. I'm still gonna go ahead and put some damage on him while Gideon works on the tower. Energy damage that I've got, or the energy mitigation I've got going on, I can actually take a couple of those tower hits, which isn't bad. Now we're going to completely destroy this tower. And now we've got a Fang Mian rushing up on us. He's gonna regret that decision real quick. We're just gonna keep on moving right along here. Me and Gideon are out here going off. And we might have somebody trying to push up behind, so. I've got 10 unused points to spend already. Let's see. Hail of arrows, this thing. see, that's what I'm talking. That's overstepping the boundary right there. I have nothing or no one to help me. Gideon just disappeared. I don't know where he went. He never called anything out. He couldn't say careful or nothing. I didn't see that guy. And that should have been completely on him to either pop his ult and get me out of that, but he didn't do it. So yeah. But that's the main thing that I was talking about when I meant overstepping the boundary. Right there, I overstepped the boundary. Feng Mao came behind me, and I got ganked. That's exactly what happened. So, but to maybe alleviate that a little bit, we're going to go ahead and throw on our physical armor now. This is how I like to build. I like to build my armor first, because everybody else is going to be stacking damage. But if you can outlast them, you can still do enough damage, especially as a Sparrow, to go ahead and take the fight to them and not worry about retreating right away.
Unstoppable.
Alright, so we got Richter still up here. He's about to turn around real quick and go back to where he came from. Or he's gonna die. It's either way. Now Feng Mao's doing his thing. As you can see, those shots are starting to hurt. He's getting hit for over 100 damage per shot. Gideon should be able to secure that kill. If he can't, I'll be able to sprint and haul ass and catch up to him, hopefully, and he's gone. Wasn't able to secure that kill, but we are going to secure this tower. That's another tower gone. And I'm getting shot in the back by somebody. It's like Twin Blast is over here trying to cause issues and problems. He's not going to make it though. He's going to get done by Gideon.
Unreal.
And I'm going to go back to base. Gideon can go ahead and push. Actually, you know what? No. Before I go back to base, I can go ahead and hit this thing a little bit. Now, I fully expect Gideon to have my back in this situation. And he doesn't. And he does not. And there's nothing I can do. Because Gideon just straight up left me again. For the second time, Gideon is gone. He's decided that, oh, I'm just going to push over here in the middle because we didn't have the inhibitor about to go down on the left-hand side already. That's what he decided to do. But you know what? That's all right. It's perfectly okay. Go ahead and build up all my guard now, so I have the max mitigation that I'm going to have on this character, and then we can just start working on damage from there. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that good old Wind Carver blade to increase my hit power, increase my attack speed, and hopefully just come over here and absolutely dominate the left lane. with them being so far pushed back, I could probably come up here for the gank on this Richter because he's going to be unsuspecting. And I think he's already being ganked by Gideon. So there it is. Richter is done. And this tower is about to be done as well because we've got massive amount of bots pushing up to come help out with the kill and secure that.
Annihilation.
Richter's come back for seconds. I see him over there. I know what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to chain me. Well, he's already popped his ult, so that's not a concern. I'm just going to kind of strafe back and forth here and just hit him in the back of the face. Oh, shit. And he still managed to pull me in somehow. I don't know how he missed that, but I'll take it. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And now he's backing off again. Because he knows. He knows shit hurts. Shit got real for him real quick. So they're steadily trying to stop our push for this tower, but with them always stopping the push or trying to stop the push, that means that all the other towers are left wide open. I've got 2 over here, so there's 1 somewhere else. Nope. Someone needs to do a job of getting that shit done. Alright, Richter's not getting away from me this time. Bang Miles pushed back into his own tower. He's not going to make it either. I'm going to go ahead and take him out. And now we're just comfortably farming these guys. Waiting for my backup to come in. Go ahead and put a couple shots on the tower while I can. Nice little shots on these guys. And he's going to hit me with that, but it doesn't hurt nearly as much as it would if I didn't have that